We've had the great privilege to have our national commander come to Oregon. We wanted to showcase our coast, our state. Our goal was to introduce them to the Coast Guard, and with the Coast Guard Act out there, with the Coast Guard not getting paid at the last government shutdown, we want to give them the opportunity to see really what young men and women do every day.
So this is Coast Guard Station Coos Bay. We have approximately 38 to 40 people stationed here. We are on duty 24/7. We have boat crews at all times ready to answer the call.
We started off this morning, came over to the Coast Guard Station, gave us a little tour of the building, getting ready to be briefed, and we took a ride out on our 47-foot motor lifeboat.
Today we went out on the 47-foot motor lifeboat, C-Class. It is actually a new asset here at Station Coos Bay. It is known to go out for search and rescue and law enforcement, encountering up to 30-foot seas, 20-foot surf, and up to 50 knots of wind.
Exhilarating. It's, you don't realize how much technology there is since I was in the Navy. You know, you're looking at this little joystick and just one little touch, the sensitivity of it. You make that whole ship just lean as you're going around that turns. It's pretty neat. Got that thing up to 28 knots. I couldn't believe how fast it got up there. Yeah. Wind blowing in your face like you're a kid, you know, in a convertible. When I was in the inside pilot house, I spoke to one of the chiefs, and I asked him what the American Legion could do to advocate for them other than the Pay the Coast Guard Act, and he told me that they could use some housing help and more boats. I guess it's hard to get new boats. They say they're having some problems with the housing, with mold in them, and they have moving into temporary headquarters, similar to what the military is going through now. So I told them we'd go back and see where we could, maybe through resolution, come up with something.
Some of the challenges during the government shutdown was making sure our crews were fed, had enough supplies. We ended up coming together more as a family to help each other in the time, and then also reach out to the communities to support our members.
To me, they're no different. They should actually be part of the military and be part of the Department of Defense. I don't think a lot of Americans realize the drug trafficking and the search and rescues, and they put their lives on the line for us just the same way as the military does. You know, they're defending our shores, our borders. It's quite the job. They work their butts off.
It's special to have the National Commander wanting to come here to Station Yaquina Bay, visit Newport, Oregon. I think it's a premier lifeboat station centrally located on the Oregon coast. Out in the Pacific Northwest, we don't have a lot of commercial salvage opportunities, so we are the search and rescue and a response platform for just about everything. Highlighting to our crews, the support that we're getting with the initiatives for Pay the Coast Guard, and the support that they provide for veteran suicide awareness, and certainly things that are a great highlight for resources for our crews and the community relations that we have even with our local Legion. And because during the government shutdown and times where we were in need, we certainly had our communities rally around us. So being able to showcase and share, besides everything that he's doing for us, the National Commander is doing for us, but our local communities too, we're not being forgotten either.
Not only are they professional, but they have so much pride in what they do. They talk about it with pride. And one of them said to me, whether we get paid or not, we're still going to come out here and we're still going to do our thing. So we're the search and rescues. He says, people think that we're just going to stop. He says, but that won't happen. And that's important to know.
His takeaway was that they're really professional and they know what they're doing, and I think he has a better understanding, and it'll really make a difference when he testifies in front of Congress.